we're up to about 2 weeks now living at the beach, and something that I noticed on the very first day was how much Barney, where is he? There he is, somewhere around here, there he is. How much Barney struggled with loose lead walking when we got here. And bear in mind, we'd been working on this loads at home. Barney had to get used to walking around livestock and be on loose lead at the countryside, but as soon as he came to the beach, he hadn't learned how to walk on a loose lead, well, for a very long time at the beach. And it demonstrated how much the environment changes what the dog knows, or what the dog has been taught, more precisely. This is a prime example of why we need to have decent loose lead, or at least responsiveness to walking on a shorter lead. The tide's coming in, which means behind you, behind me, you can see that there's less of the beach to go on. Often people just come to the beach and let their dogs off. The dogs roam around doing what they want. Plenty of space, especially when it's low tide. When it's high tide, you got to pass each other by, and it's a very distracting environment. So I don't particularly want my boys running up to other people. So they've got to be able to handle time on the beach when they're not free and off and they're on the lead and they have to walk pleasantly. So what I decided was, some of the time I'll give Bill time off the lead, mess on and play. Other times I would train even when the high tide isn't up, yeah? So that when the high tide is up, we can actually go for a pleasant walk together. It just had me thinking, I might have trained at the countryside, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the dog understands what it means to walk on a loose lead at the seaside. So, what else has been going on whilst we've been up at the beach? Well, I've been writing lots of essays, haven't I, boys? But what's been really nice is having the beach on the doorstep means that I've been able to just get out with them, get them exercise, and then they're just snoozing by my feet whilst I type a bunch of words. We've also had a rally trial, which went very well. I'm very proud of these two. I'm very envious because my wife beat me on one of the rounds. With you, eh? But Aaron did me very proud. I was working with him, and we got 2 aces and passed our level 1, so we can now move on to level 2, which means working off lead. I mean, rally itself is just a fantastic sport for those that want to continue to train with their dogs, but not in an overly stressful or pressurized environment. The day itself was so supportive. Majority of people had a really good time and the dogs did really, really well. It's about you and your dog. It's a team event. It's not a sport for beating other people. It's about you and your dog competing against yourself. I am taking a small break from going to classes with the boys because, well, with Aaron, because baby number 2 is on the way and that's imminent. I'll be happy to get home and get back to my home environment to work with them, eh? Because then you'll know where everything is and what's going on. Now that we've come to the end of our time being here at the beach, I've managed to work Barney to be able to walk on the loose lead compared to when we first got here. So is it the training? Is it the fact that it's not as novel? Is it the fact that, you know, maybe he's been exercised more here, so he's more relaxed? Who knows? The boys are just people watching right now, aren't you? You're just watching people go by. Good lads. Either way, Tell me if you've taught your dog something in one environment and then you expected them to learn it in another environment, and then you've got to that second environment and they've had no idea what you're talking about. Let me know your experiences of that. Otherwise, as always, have a good dog day. Bye guys.